points. You wild. I'm not, because she'll probably hit me. All right. Okay, now we're good. Everything working over here for me.
All right.
You good? You ready?
You good?
Ready.
You ready? You good? You
All
good?
right.
Let's start.
It's her show. You gotta ask her.
Let's get the kids in here. Let's start this thing.
Before we do, Sherry G got something to say real quick.
What's she saying?
Oh,
You
no. Come on, man.
Hey, girl.
It's all me, Jay. It's all me, Jay.
Caught you out quick.
Man, bro. So they got a weird piece up there, man.
Caught you out quick. That being said,
Kankakee up in this bitch. 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 Kankakee up in this bitch.
I can say it now. Hey, Avery. Y'all got an extra ticket.
The ticket.
Gotta get this money, bitch. 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 Don't be acting funny, bitch. Don't be acting funny.
welcome back to the All In Show.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Hollywood Harwell.
Yeah.
I got with me the most cheeriness, the most controversial, the most I'm everywhere you ain't never that DJ.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying to be like you, bro.
Trying to be like me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be like you. Shout out to everybody out there. Before we start, too, I do want to start out. Rest in peace to our boy Josh Carr.
Yeah.
He did just pass a couple days ago, yesterday rather. So rest in peace to him. Prayers out to his people.
Yeah.
That was
Yes.
my boy, man. So rest up to him. So.
I agree.
Oh yeah. But yeah, man, we here for a different reason. We back
Yeah.
with a local legend.
Bro, the local high legend. Cause I'm telling it all.
Doing everything, man. Doing
The
everything.
75th reschedule.
Man, shit.
But she ain't like she always said, I promise I'm coming.
We got in. We don't introduce the legends.
So if you could give us your name, your hometown, your zodiac, your favorite TV shows, and if you have an iPhone or Android.
Well,
She's right
I
here for her
am Teresa Jones. My hometown is Chicago.
Okay, yeah.
But Kankakee is home. My favorite TV shows was Punky Brewster.
Okay, cool.
Punky Brewster.
That's for your time, bro.
Okay.
Small Wonder.
Come on, bro.
Cosby Show.
Okay.
Different World.
Okay.
And I am
Are you gonna sing one of them theme songs for us? 'Cause you just named a
absolutely
lot.
not.
What's your
Team
zodiac?
iPhone.
iPhone.
Yeah.
And I am
I was on a roll. Get the street.
Yeah, man.
What's
and
your-
I
what's your
am a
zodiac?
Cancer.
That's what's up. That's
Yeah, and I cry a lot.
oh no, some in my eye.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey Carla. Hey Ruth Ann.
Appreciate
Well, we all
man.
yeah, for sure.
Appreciate it.
So we have been trying to get you on the show for a while. You have been making a lot of major moves. So we did not write a lot of questions about the major moves. You can add them if you want as we go. You are really well known on social media for what you do. Maybe outspoken more for what you did than we could announce. So by trade, I would say you are a tax professional first.
I am an accountant first.
Accountant. Good, because I have accountant questions. Let's do it. Okay.
Yes.
So, what inspires you to become an accountant, and what specific skills do you bring to your profession?
Well, I started out wanting to be an attorney.
Okay.
And started this classes and then started having kids. And I was like, this is going to cost a lot of money.
A lot of time.
So, and a lot of time. So the next best thing was accounting because I like math.
Right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I do want you to know I just got threatened by Mama Sherry.
Oh, Lord.
She said, take it easy on my daughter. I'm going to punch you in the eyes. So I am not abused on my own show.
That's right. Keep them in line for me.
She ain't been on the show in so long. I think I'm safe.
I know, right?
For real.
Missing
Okay.
action.
So life turned you away from being a lawyer and accounting became the thing. And what specific skills do you bring to the profession?
Well, I have a master's in accountancy
Okay.
and I specialize in taxation.
Okay.
So that's where the tax part of my journey began.
And the reason I say tax is because on social media, you are everywhere for taxes, right?
I am.
Every time I look up, you either giving advice or telling somebody they can become a tax specialist or trying to get somebody going in the right direction with getting their funds, their businesses correct legally so that they can have their taxes correct. Yeah. But when I asked you this question, you sent me a list of things.
Yes.
So I'm going to ask this question, and if you want to indulge in any of these questions later with those other businesses, you let us know.
Okay.
What services do you offer?
I offer pretty much everything. Full cycle accounting, bookkeeping, notary services. I teach. I have a tax academy. Financial documents preparations, LLC, S Corp, C Corp formations. Okay. You name it, I do it.
So the start of the business, the keeping the business legal, the handling of the money of a business, that's what you do.
That's what I do.
Okay. You do grant writing as well?
I do know how to write grants, but
okay,
I'm leaving that to Tamika Talley.
Shout out to Tamika Talley.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
So yes, and
she writes grants.
She do. Stop. And I do credit repair, but I leave that to Brianna Brown.
Shout out to Brianna.
Yes.
We just did a show with her, the Sister Wives episode just aired for sure. If y'all want to see a crazy episode, you want to see me lose my mind.
Yes.
Watch that.
So look for those young ladies. So if I do something that kind of overlaps in someone else, I just kind of fall back on those.
Okay.
And I drive the traffic to them, and then I just focus on what my main skill sets are.
And I'm sure that turns into scratch my back. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. We sit in each other. The business is truly networking.
Well, not necessarily, because I don't ask them to send me anybody, because I kind of got stuff coming from everywhere.
Okay.
So I would just rather control what I'm receiving, and I just give. Okay. And I'm okay with giving.
Ruth Ann says so many first-time entrepreneurs in Kankakee need to see this. So
why? Why do they need to see this?
Let's ask you. Why do you think an entrepreneur was starting out with your knowledge and everything you offer? Why would you think they need to see this?
I think they need to see this because everybody who is starting a business should have 2 consultants, and that's an attorney to let them know what their legal implications are before they get started.
Okay.
And then an accountant who can tell you what your financial implications are and making sure that your documents and stuff is correct before you start the business.
Okay. So if I wanted to start a non-for-profit called Broke Dusty Fights the Homeless,
okay.
Should I talk to the lawyer first or to the accountant first?
I think you should talk to...
fight we talk about?
Real fights.
Or fight and feed them.
I walk up with a plate and you still on them. It's for charity.
Yeah. Well, I think you need to start with the accountant. And the reason why I say that is because you need to know the structure and what you're doing so that you can find the right attorney. So if you're going to start a non-for-profit, you want to make sure that everything is documented correctly. Right. And then now you know I need to find a lawyer that specializes in non-for-profits. I need to find a lawyer that specializes in whatever your business is going to be. So I think you need to speak with an accountant first, and then they'll tell you. And then go talk to that lawyer.
That makes sense. Keisha Morrow says, they not going to be serious, talk over them. We super serious right now. We just like fighting you.
We just going to block her.
So you going to block her?
She can't even watch the rest of it.
Ruth Ann says a lot of them don't file taxes properly, don't have legal professionals, or as little as an LLC, and yes, an accountant is mandatory. She wrote that in all caps. Mandatory.
And I agree 100%.
So you can't be your own accountant? You can't count your own money?
Well, I think for very small businesses that are grossing less than $50,000, I think they should be able to.
Right.
It doesn't take a lot for an extremely small business. But once you start making money over $50,000 as like an LLC, now you want to start worrying about your tax implications on that. Okay. So you may need to be thinking about getting into a corporation, a S Corp or C Corp, depending on what you can afford, because both of those are taxed differently. But it's basic bookkeeping. But I think a lot of times people are just so focused on making the money, that they just blindly go out there and make it and not think about, well, I got to be fiscally responsible with it. I need to account for it and stuff like that.
Do you think that's a cultural thing? Do you think that we've been taught hustling more than we've been taught legality? So we just go out thinking we can out hustle a lot of things.
But the legalities haven't always been fair to us. So I can understand why we got that mindset too. Yeah. Like now it's a different time, but back then when they was trying to do all this stuff, run businesses and stuff,
it wasn't for us.
It wasn't for us.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't for us.
Having legals and laws to stop us from doing it.
Well, yeah, and even back in the day when we were under Jim Crow laws, and we did have the Black Wall Street out there in Oklahoma. They burned it up. We had Rosewood, which is real. It might be a movie to people, but I actually drove to Rosewood, Florida to see that.
Yeah?
I did.
Okay.
And it was real. It was a very prominent Black community, and it was well-to-do, and they burned it up. They had their own little banks, they had their own little stores, they had everything. So there were small instances where we did have a playing field, but it wasn't fair, because once they saw that we were able to make that money and sustain, it was burned.
That's good information right before Black History Month.
No, for real.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's a lot of stuff that is not being taught in history anymore.
Yeah. No, so Black history is really out of the classroom. I remember growing up and having Black history books, but when my kids were going, I haven't seen that. So it's been intricately taken out of the curriculum at the schools.
Okay. Ruth Ann says, and a good accountant can help with investments that will surpass the business for fruitful retirement.
Absolutely.
That's powerful.
Yes, and I'm actually working on getting my annuities and securities license so that I can start managing and starting
investments.
Yep, IRAs, annuities. Okay. So I'm in class for that.
That's big movements. Movements. So let's go back to the beginning. What would you say some of your early struggles were when you first started your business? You know what? I apologize. What's the name of the business? We didn't even say that. It's all over the internet and everybody knows. But it might be that one business. It might be a fourth grader who mama don't let them normally use this, and they just happen to sneak on, and he can't stay. Fourth graders. Not the Tito's.
So my company is Fierce Financial Planning Services. I also own the tax franchise, which is Fierce Financial Tax Solutions.
Okay.
And I actually started this without the name. I was going under my name 25 years ago.
Really?
So, yes. So I've been doing this for 25 years. I started taxes doing them on hand, on paper.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you say was some of the earlier struggles that you had?
Shit, on paper.
Yeah, I used to do. I can actually look at a W-2 and calculate a whole tax return by looking at it.
Really?
Yes, I can.
So I can give you my last check, Blair. I know what I'm getting.
You can give me your last check stub, and I'll tell you. Okay. Yes. So I think early on, my struggles was I was a full-time accountant in corporate America.
Okay.
So I've done this part-time in my spare time, and I only had a little bit of clientele in the beginning because I worked 50, 60 hours a week as an accountant. So then COVID happened, and I walked away from my $150,000 a year job.
Really?
Yes, and I haven't worked since.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I got dreams too. I can't wait to tell you.
Man, look.
It's way bigger than Broke Dusty fighting the homeless. Let me tell you. Marley, nah, not that big. Could be.
Almost there.
That's beautiful. So you walked away from your job. You started doing this full time.
Yeah.
And is that around the time that you started? Did you say it was an academy teaching taxes?
Well, I've been teaching
people under your.
I've been teaching them for some time. It's just been on a very small scale.
Okay.
Because I just didn't have the time. And then the Tax Academy, I actually launched it this year.
Oh, okay.
But it's an online 60 credit hour class.
Oh, you accredited?
The IRS portion is, yes. So if they get in the academy, the third party company does come in and they grade those and send them to the IRS, and you can be listed in the IRS as a certified preparer.
That's dope.
Yes.
That's dope. If someone wanted to join your academy, because there are tons of people out there who are doing backwards taxes. Now, no offense to them.
They doing, bro?
Backwards taxes.
And
backwards.
they are.
You can go to them.
Yeah.
You can make $20,000.
Easy.
Tell me this: how you make $20,000 a year?
Right.
With one kid walking away with $12,000 in your pocket.
You better say it.
That's backwards
because that's
taxes.
called scamming.
Because the moment they audit it, like that's great while you get it, but the moment they audit it, yeah. Because I know a lot of people who took that $12,000.
That's $12,000.
And then it ended up being $30,000.
Get somebody else to do it, because I ain't with it.
So we don't do backwards taxes.
Absolutely not.
You go and find legitimate write-offs.
Correct.
Legitimate breaks.
Correct.
Okay.
My information is on there. It does not say self-prepared. It has my company's EIN. It has my IRS. So I'm not playing with that. So I am your contact person for that. So if they get an audit.
So the announcement is, if you make $3,000 a year, she can't get you back $50,000. $3,000 a year. She can't get you back $15,000.
I cannot.
Unless you got some great side hustle write-offs you did not tell her at first.
And that's still not going to get you a
for the year.
I'm not even coming at our people, but I know some people who only work during the Christmas season, so that they could get so that they could get income taxes off their kids, and they got somebody who write it crazy.
Yeah. But see, but that's not what they're doing, though. But that's not what they're doing. So in the real tax world, if you made $3,000 and you wrote off a lot, that doesn't generate a refund. That puts you in a negative operating loss. So there is no money.
Right.
Refund credits are given off of a positive balance of income that you've earned. So what they're doing is giving fake credits. They're giving education credits. They're giving fuel tax credits. They're giving credits that they shouldn't be having. So that's where the scam money comes from. It's not coming from a business and right now.
Last PPP, I ain't missing it.
Yeah, you better.
But you know
you're going to jail.
You saying that now.
What all credit?
So hold on. I know you don't live in this realm. I'm glad we're talking about that, because you don't live in that realm of people who live on government assistance. Do you know how many people who took that PPP loan and lost
everything,
all their government assistance?
And they did housing and all. Yes.
Everything. They ain't telling us.
They're not.
They lost it. That's how all of a sudden they back living with their mama. We don't know why.
That's why.
But they had it though.
I know somebody who had 80 and lost her Chicago public school job over 20-some years. That it don't make sense.
Oh yeah, if you a federal employee, all federal employees.
She was there. How long she was there?
20-some years.
That's retirement.
$80,000.
But she blew it. She blew the PPP money and lost her job.
How you blow $80,000
over there in Mexico?
Oh yeah, I could do that.
Just going back 6-7 times, getting herself worked on.
Yeah,
so yeah.
Go ahead, read that last one, bro, Dusty.
Oh shit, I don't see it.
Yeah, you do.
Thank you, Quelina.
That's what I need.
Congratulations, Queen.
From Quelina.
Yeah.
I see you trying.
Quelina, anything for
Quelina.
I was just
almost.
Quelina. Anything.
What the
That's close.
Yeah, that PPP loan messed up a lot of folks.
It did, and I didn't do any.
A lot of people not telling us they back implications from it.
Mm-hmm. I have 3 clients.
They still prosecuting folks. It's still happening. It's just
they have 10 years.
Yeah.
Moneybag Joe, when he signed into the Inflation Reduction Act last August. He extended the prosecutorial time for 10 years that they can come back to do the PPP loan. For one PP loan payment is 11 felonies.
Woo!
For one payment.
After you told him.
I'm so thinking about it.
He may not be here the next
I
time.
got my own business though, so I kind of can't.
We need PPP loans.
It is, and it is real. I have 3 clients who had their loans forgiven, but when the SBA did the post, so this is a plug, the SBA is now sending out emails post PPP loan verification stating we need you to sign Form 4506C, which is a third-party verification company with the IRS that they want to pull your transcripts from 2018.
Send it to everybody.
To whoever got it. So 3 of my clients did not pass the post-verification. So they reversed the forgiveness, and now they're on a payment plan, and they have to file that on their taxes. So $20,000 had to be recorded last year.
Their taxes back, it's gone.
It's gone. It's real.
20 grand, I ain't even.
Well, and that's just for somebody that got 20 grand. What about the ones that will not pass that verification and they have 80 grand? They got 100,000. So when I get that, that's 15.3% taxed at 15.3%.
So you gotta pay.
I mean, it makes sense if you used it and made money on it, and you could pay that back and still have it. But they didn't. They went
and what they don't know,
they went to Bahamas.
They did everything.
They went to Sheen.
Correct.
The one showing.
The one showing.
I read that part.
Yeah.
If you get this PPP, you got to make sure you have an ADP or
something.
Some employees.
Something, yes.
Some payees.
And I know, and you know, they purposely made it that easy. Just no, go ahead.
But it was a setup.
Yeah, it was a setup.
It was a setup.
Go ahead and fill this out.
It was definitely a setup.
How you think the government knew they was finna give back that money?
Crazy,
but this is
they
the
gave
thing.
all away. They finna make it back in drones from all of this.
And the thing is, if you have an outstanding PPP loan that they didn't, or they reversed it, you cannot get any governmental loans no more until you pay that. You can't get nothing from the SBA.
No first time home buy credit.
You can't get nothing. Nope. You can't get nothing.
You can't get them to help fix your windows for the city.
The city, that's a different angle, but on the federal side of things, you can't until that's rectified.
Oh, Eagle Man.
Yeah, you got to drop an egg.
I got something for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's real out here in these streets with
that's
this
why they
financial
screaming bring
stuff.
Trump back. I ain't said I'm with it, but that's why they screaming.
Uncle's giving that money out.
Yeah, but that's why that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
That's why people are in the predicament they're in.
I kept saying, hey, all this money they giving out, they gonna get it back.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna get it back. Just like when Biden was running. And he was like, I'm getting rid of all the federal student debt.
I got mine gone 90 grand.
All of it?
90 grand.
Okay, she wanted a few people. That's love. But I kept telling everybody, he not going to get rid of everybody's loans. We're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars. You know how many people?
Hundreds of thousands.
You know how many people?
The state sued him. The state sued him, and that's why it's held up in Supreme Court. Not that he wasn't trying, but like the state of Texas, they was the first ones that was like, go back, you a lie. Because they lose a lot of money. Yeah.
Oh, they already said for what he trying to do, just a small amount. Nope.
Yeah, they don't want to do it.
Can you blame him? I kept telling everybody who kept saying that was his platform. I kept saying, it's going to be like Obamacare. What they told us Obamacare was going to be, and what Obamacare became was two totally different things. And it's not an attack on Obama. Right. It's not an attack on him. And this ain't an attack on Biden.
Trying to push it.
Right.
Sometimes they telling us what they want to do. Not what they really can do, because it's
because that has to go through Congress. Right. It has to go through the House, and it has to go through the Senate.
Yeah.
So by the time whatever the idea is, and it gets passed in the House, but when the Senate takes it, they could rewrite that thing and be like, "We only gonna vote if you take this piece out." So there's this piece of pieces in.
Correct.
So a lot of people don't understand our government and how laws and stuff are enacted is we have a president, but he is not one all catch all. It's Congress that ultimately create the laws.
Just like folks kill me. Oh, we finna go to war. You think Congress is gonna vote on that? People really think the president is the one sending us to war. No, he's the one who tells Congress vote on it. He says y'all vote on it. I want to go to war. Y'all vote on it.
Right.
It's checks and balances, but that's a whole other thing.
That's it.
I'm trying to be like you, bro. I told you. You be reading and I be learning.
You told me I couldn't read, bro. Crazy.
I ain't never said you couldn't read. I ain't never said you couldn't read.
Look, that's a real big thing out here. It's a lot of men that can't read.
I was at the barbershop. This is a real thing. Come on. Shout out to my barber and all the guys that coming on the show. I got to set up the whole thing. I just talked to them after this. I'm sitting in the chair. I just got a book in. I've been waiting. It was on back order. I finally got it. I'm sitting in the chair getting my haircut, reading a book. All of them got quiet. I was like, yo, we ain't never had nobody come in and read a book.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
You know, they start making jokes about it. Yeah. Oh, that's one of them Zane books.
Yeah. Can't read.
Because, you know, that's what we do. No, go to Sunfire. Here you go.
That's crazy.
If you ain't wrote it, I ain't reading it. How about that? There you go. Dominique say y'all spit. Appreciate it. We trying. So, what is the biggest financial hurdle for a company like a company today in today's market? I'm sorry, I didn't reword that.
That's okay.
What's the biggest financial hurdle for a company in today's market?
There you go, bro.
I think dispelling a lot of COVID changed the mentality of doing business.
Right.
So I think in today's society, it's dispelling the fake, the scam. Everything has almost like it's a piece of scam that's attached to it.
I feel that.
In today's world, and especially for me, I'm consistently like saying, no, that's not right. That's not right. And what I'm seeing now are people who have gotten accustomed to being lied to. And they liking it. Yeah. Yes. And I don't care how you say, look, this is illegal. This will get you put in jail. They be like, well, this just a chance that we gonna take. I mean, it seems like we're living in such desperate times.
But you know what? I don't want to necessarily just blame them, because a lot of people don't understand we still are living in the effects of a pandemic. Right?
Seriously, yes.
And so what happens is that I was talking to somebody that was driving for Uber, and they were really breaking this down for me, so I'm able to say this. So they've done the studies that have been done on other pandemics. Mm-hmm. The part that we're in now is recession-like.
Correct.
Right? Mm-hmm. So the businesses have felt the effects of the recession first.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Because we was going out and we was getting things at discounts because they wanted us to buy it. Mm-hmm. And they was just trying to get it off the shelves. And then all of a sudden there were workers who weren't working. Mm-hmm. And then all of a sudden it went into replenish mode, right? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So then they had to raise prices because we got to hire people and the wages went up and it's replenish mode. Mm-hmm. Well, now that we done replenished it, we done got used to these prices.
Right.
Why would I go back down? So now it's time for the federal government to step in and start regulating things, but that takes time. You can't just jump on it and be like, hey, it has to hit recession-like times for it to happen. So the person was breaking it down for me, and they said officially after the pandemic episode is over, it takes 2 years. Or 3 years. It's 3 years. I'm sorry.
And I think it may take as long as 5 years.
You think so?
I do. The reason why I say that is macro and micro economics, the supply and demand of things. It has to plateau and then it's going to balance out. But because we were in a time where we had all that free money that was just being shoveled out, people are
buying useless stuff.
They're stuck in that mentality. I literally was looking for somebody to just do emails. They want $25 an hour. I said, where?
What do you mean to do
just
emails?
To go in my emails and send emails.
But a lot of people
really.
Did she ask for $25 an hour and couldn't even spell email? It's
a dash in there, baby.
Serious. And that's why for us it's going to take a while.
Say she was slow.
Yeah. It's going to take a while.
E-M-A-L-E.
Man. You over say how many men in this message?
Serious.
Raining.
It was just too much.
Too if you need
$25. Like that's money you pay somebody that got a degree or something. Like, lady, I'm just looking for a assistant.
So look. I'm gonna tell you this. I don't even think because of the whole $15 minimum wage thing. I don't think $25 means you have to necessarily have a degree.
You better have something.
But $25 is either an extremely physically demanding job or it's a specialty. So you have training and skills in you.
Something.
You know what I mean? Like you teaching me how to use Word, Excel.
No, I just wanted email.
E-M-A-L-E. No dad. No
dad. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
What's this red line under it? What?
Yes. And we're shell shocked, and it's going to take a little bit more time,
right? Because
it's just the times that we're living in. It's weird.
It is.
Yes, because now what? We've been 2 years since the world like fully opened up.
Yeah, we're in the second year now. Yeah,
and it's still like we're in the twilight zone.
Well, a lot of people were forced to sit by themselves.
Yeah.
So people who had a lot of mental issues. I don't want to disrespect them.
I mean, but that's
people
what
who
it
had
is.
mental issues got pushed on themselves, and now you ain't got nobody else to push it off on.
But
you got nobody else.
But
now
yourself.
You got to deal with
looking
it.
in that mirror, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well.
And now you got people extroverts who now locked in a house, and I'm losing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they forced you.
In the house.
I'm a prime example of being an extreme extrovert. And before the pandemic, what you own, let's go do something.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got used to sitting by myself and was like, he be like, yo, what you want? I'm chilling, bro. I holler at you. But bro, as soon as he asked me what you want, man, where you at? I'm on my way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it turned into, I'm chilling, bro.
Chilling, bro.
I'm cool.
Yeah.
So it changed a lot.
It didn't change me because I'm still wanting to go. Yeah. I suffered with depression because I couldn't go.
So at first I did. And I think depression came with it, but I just got so comfortable not dealing with everybody else. It was like,
sit your ass in the house till it's over.
It's decent, and I'm saving money.
Decent.
It's decent. I pay for this. I can watch this more.
Yeah,
I can do this more.
I'm good.
I feel you. I feel you. Getting a lot of love here. You gonna do them or you want me to do it?
Go ahead, my boy.
Okay.
I appreciate y'all.
Leandra, I got it. Leandra Williams says she's so real, I love her. Get a man said,
Get a man, my boy.
Renee Turner, she laughed. She said, hey y'all, she laughed.
I'm telling you, them emails.
Pam Sykes says this is good. Pam, I got
money.
them Ush bucks. We finna spend them in
I
Vegas.
Need that
money, cuz. Helen Soliart.
Soli.
That's our girl.
Hey, girl.
She sent a heart.
Soli.
And Get a man said that's real. Some you said was real. For sure.
Yeah.
Some. You said something real. So what does your ideal work environment look like?
I don't know because I have not been in a regular work environment in 4 years.
Okay.
So I just work for myself pretty much. But the work environment that I try to create for my people, because I do have people that work for me, I try to make sure I pay them a living wage.
Okay.
I do. I don't short pay my people. So pretty much, if you are working for me in tax fields and stuff like that,
not minimal one
right,
job.
I'm paying. Especially if you are bringing clientele, $150 to $200 a return.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I'm
okay.
$150 to $200 a return.
If you bring your own people.
If they bringing in clients. Yep.
So I'm gonna sign up. You gonna sign up? Yeah, we're gonna walk in together. We work for you now. Give us the money.
And then somebody that's like brand new, really haven't been processing taxes, I pay them $75 for every return. And it could be it's simple 30 minutes. It could be a 30-minute return. I like paying people a decent wage because it's hard out here. But also, I like an environment where people are comfortable.
Okay.
You know, I'm an open door policy person.
Mm-hmm.
I try to hire people that are going to be able to get along. So I'm very, very careful on how I am very team oriented. So I think that you're going to spend the most of your day with your coworkers or working with people.
Yeah.
So I try to create an environment that people like to come to.
That makes sense. That makes sense. So with that said, how do you describe your communication, your collaboration skills?
I'm a very good communicator. I'm very outspoken. People know that.
Okay. I'm glad you said it because I'm going right next to something close to it. Come on.
Yes. Collaboration is something that I have been my own boss. I had to learn to trust people to collaborate.
Okay.
Because in my mind, I have the vision and I'm wanting it to look this way. So for the longest time, I was just trying to say, I'm going to do all of this on my own, just wearing myself down.
I was just going to say it.
Yes. So I've gotten better.
I got a question for you. It's a true question. Do you think that is a common, and this I ain't saying for everybody, do you think that's a common black woman issue?
Hell yeah. Yep.
Because we as black men tend to believe that. So I ain't putting it on. He's saying it.
It is.
And I ain't
He
put
don't
it on
know
me.
though. He don't know.
But that's
he
why
don't know.
I'm asking him.
Right? Don't.
As the star of the show, I can't stop him.
It's not.
All I want to do it all themselves. Gonna be tired. And when they hit their peak, can you help me?
I've been looking for you to help me all day.
Nah,
what they say? I've been looking for you.
It's me.
Just stop.
Bro, Dusty does not speak for the All Ear Show.
And he definitely don't speak for all us black women. He don't know what he's talking about.
Do you think that's a common misconception then?
I'll say this. I will say this. As it relates to men and women interactions, that is real.
Okay.
We have a the reason why is because we were raised up, and even though I wasn't raised up that way, I was raised up in a 2-parent household. I watched both parents work, and my grandmother didn't do everything. She just didn't.
Right.
But we are raised to say we need to make sure we got our own this, our own that. You are so full of it. and don't depend.
So y'all raised to do it on your own.
Yeah, and be like, well, and don't be dependent on people. You don't know how much we hear that. Don't be dependent on nobody. Make sure you got your own house. Make sure you, and
but
that's
coming
true.
From people who dependent on somebody.
I get it, but still, I know it sounds like an oxymoron or whatever, but it's just what was taught, and it does wear us down.
So I ain't gonna argue.
So it happens.
I think culturally that's taught. So I don't even want to just pin that on y'all. I think culturally we are all taught you can't depend on nobody. You can't trust on nobody. I'm gonna raise you to be independent and knock it out.
And that's a sad thing, though.
It is. So my question to you, on top of that, and this ain't a bad question, I promise. It's because just your opinion and your thoughts. How do we move past that? How do we move past the idea that we are all independent and we can all do it on our own and we don't have to network? Or if you have moved past it, how did you move past it?
Well, I had to move past it or I was going to be just burnt up.
Right.
Because this is a lot that I have going on. There's no way I can do this on my own.
Right.
It took off too fast. I definitely wasn't expecting to have clients in 45 states.
How many states?
45.
45.
Yes. I wasn't expecting any of this.
You got any territories?
I don't. It's like...
You know what I'm saying? Like the territories like, what is it? Puerto Rico? And
the
Virgin Islands?
So we cannot do taxes in the Virgin Islands. But we can do taxes in Puerto Rico. And I had a Puerto Rico employee last year.
Yeah?
I did.
Okay.
I had one last year.
They call me Peoples. Why they call you Peoples?
But I think the way to move past that is you got to work on yourself. And I had to work on me.
Okay.
To learn to trust people. And I still struggle with that. But I've gotten a lot better.
Okay.
But you have to get to a space to where you got to say, okay, I have got to let my guard down and trust somebody and say, I need help. Like you got to.
What? Hold on, you gotta do what?
You got to say, I need help.
Open your motherfucking mouth, man. In other words, open your motherfucking mouth and ask for some help.
Yes.
Can't nobody do nothing by themselves.
You cannot.
Hella said, hey. Pam Sykes yelled at me because I said them Usher Bucks. Kendra Deshae said Teresa is the best. And DeVale said shout out from Vegas. That's what we talking about.
I appreciate you.
Yeah, for sure. That's what you said Vegas because I said Vegas. Yeah, bro. Usher Bucks. We spending them.
Yes.
For sure.
Open your motherfucking mouth, man.
So,
yeah, we got to.
You said that you had to grow your network, right? Mm-hmm. And you do have a large network.
Yeah, but my business part is just now really getting on social media. I organically grew this business off the ground before there was internet.
Oh, okay.
25 years ago, we didn't have all of this.
You said it was by paper.
It was by paper.
Okay.
So now that's a struggle. Well, it's during COVID. So when the world shut down, taxes then became no longer something that you did in person.
Right.
They brought it, yes. And then, oh gosh. And I struggled.
Yeah.
I did. I couldn't even make a flyer. I'm not tech savvy. I'm an accountant.
Okay.
So I struggled with that. It took me a good 18 months to learn to make one.
Okay.
But, I think once I started getting on social media and started talking about taxes and stuff, because people really didn't know what I did.
Right.
I've been all this time and people didn't know. And then during COVID, one of my business clients told another person, you know what? You should give her a call. She's been my person for all these years. And then it just caught fire because they were like, well, we know who she is. So we could trust her.
Right.
And then it just went from that to everything else. And the rest is history.
So I'm going to reword the question because I know you read them. So you know where I'm at. Mm-hmm. Do you think social media had an effect on that?
It did.
Okay. And how did that open up your advertising?
It just blew me out the water. Like I went to T-Mobile to get a phone in Texas, and the salesman was like, "You that redhead lady off TikTok."
Okay. Shout out to the guy in Texas.
Yes, and it's just and no matter where I go, it's like, you that lady with the red hair, but be talking about the taxes and the business, and I be like, yeah.
So the red hair became a thing.
I've always had red hair, though.
That I didn't know. Okay.
Yeah, I've been having red hair, some form of red, pink, something for a long time.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I want to say that's how I met you with social media wise, because you was everywhere.
Yeah.
Every time somebody said anything about anything, and at first I was like, she everywhere. Then I started realizing, like, wait a minute, she pushing her business. This is a smart tactic. It's a smart tactic.
The internet, boy.
And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So I see exactly what you did. It was very smooth. So that's why I asked the question, because I believe from what I saw that the internet really helps. So to anybody out there starting a business, publicity is publicity. So you, like she said, you may not be able to make a flyer. You may not be able to do all of the fancy media stuff, but you can still get yourself out there if you're networking. I'm sure you gave away some free stuff, free game just to bring in people.
All the
just
time
enough
for 2
to make
years.
Them, right.
2 years
Share
I did
your
that.
Shit, man. Share your own stuff.
Yep.
Shout out to Sean. He said, yo. Teresa said, them locks draping. We moved. Hold on.
That is boss your beard up. Oil has grown my hair. I'm going to forever plug that. Like that's May of last year, my hair was like right here.
Right.
And I used her oil, and this is the product.
Growing, huh?
This is the product of it, yeah.
See, I don't want it to get too. Okay.
You might want to get you some locks, man.
Yeah, it's time.
You could curl your locks, bro.
Yeah,
I can curl them like this. I could do this.
You really can. You can ride them and everything. I've had mine
Y'all
ride.
look great. I'm cool. Tiffany Black said, "Hey guys, congratulations to you."
Thank you, Tiffany.
Am I saying that right, Shimon?
Yes.
Shimon.
One of my
She
clients.
said she hit you with the come on. He. I'm sorry. That little picture. I'm old. I can't see. Hit you with the strong arm. And Tiffany said facts to something.
Facts to something.
Facts to something. You said something factual. Oh, you go say something factual.
Say something.
Oh yeah.
This is who she is and how she always been from Naima.
Oh yeah. Hey.
No, I'm sorry.
Naima.
Shimon, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm on the show and I'll apologize. With a shot. Okay, so who would you say was the most influential person during your early stages of your career?
You will not believe it, but there was absolutely nobody.
Nobody.
Not a soul.
Not one person.
No.
Nobody.
Not a soul.
Damn.
I literally self-taught all of this outside of going to college.
Okay.
I did.
Okay. That's it. Nobody?
Not a soul.
Not even like somebody who will give you drive or somebody who convinced you maybe to go to law school because that's what got you going this way?
Well, see, I was a nerd, and I am a nerd.
What?
I am a nerd.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I am. I love being a nerd, though.
I'm a geek.
So, but I just think that school and all of that stuff was taught to us. So my dad has a bachelor's in computer science. My brothers, my aunts, all of them are teachers. It's just this school stuff was just a part of life for me. So, but once I decided this was my path, it wasn't the path that people thought that I was going to go. But this is the journey that I ended up taking. So it was just me. My family has always been like, she are a lawyer, she are accountant, she are a doctor.
She does it all. You just like to argue. That's why you want to be a lawyer.
No.
What made you want to be a lawyer?
So what made me want to be a lawyer was living on the north side of Chicago.
Okay.
We used to see a lot of stuff growing up. You know, police stuff, just different. And I'm just for what's right.
So you want to fight for what's right?
I wanted to, yes, and I wanted to be a defense attorney.
For your right.
For what's right.
For what's right.
You just wanted to argue.
No, I don't want to argue. I just want to.
You see how I was going with this, huh?
No, and I'm going to just redirect you. And I did. And I'm still that way. That's why I was just saying the other day, I'm in this tax group and they just doing, I was like, let me get my old ass out this group.
Oh, they was wilding, huh?
Yeah, but I'm for what's right. I'm not for what's, wrong. So I've always been. You should have stayed
there just, every couple of days. If you want to do it right, holla at your girl.
No.
Out there,
no, because I've been got banned on my page. And see, I'm learning now to pick and choose I cannot afford to get my page locked up. I was the Facebook queen of going to jail. I had like 20 pages.
I'm sorry.
I'm not.
Were you the champion of going to jail?
Yeah, I was a queen.
I just believe
on top.
Because that dude to the left of you,
I outbeat him. He ain't had nothing on me. He ain't had nothing on me.
Because he hit me up like, bro, I'm free.
Bro, I'm free.
And then 2 hours later, they done got me for another 30.
Literally.
30, bro.
Yeah,
those people actually seized my whole page.
I had
took
to
it
talk
from
to
me.
him like, bro, we got a show. I need you on the internet.
I need you on the internet.
He got it now, but not. And
back then, it was you too.
It was me. Oh yeah, that's why I got like 15.
What was you arguing about?
Everything.
But you don't like to argue though.
Not no more.
Oh, we changed.
Not no more.
I gotta ask this question.
I ain't getting my page
Shout out to the lady. I gotta ask this question because if I don't, I might get beat up.
Okay.
So, what are some common tax breaks that most people don't utilize or know about?
Okay, so for right now, the most common tax breaks are if you have a electrical vehicle, there is going on $7,500 credit.
$7,500.
Yep. Even if it's used, I think it's $4,500. If you are a 1099 worker, if you are paid on a 1099, the most common tax breaks you can take is turning that 1099, even though it's a regular job, you can turn it into a business and place it on a Schedule C. You get to take home office expense. You get to expense your rent, your light bill, your gas bill, car, your food, your everything.
For $10.99. That's
for $10.99.
Independent.
But a lot of people.
So as an Uber driver, we could take it to 1099.
And put it on there.
Talking to you after this show.
You can definitely do it, and so you can use your car. If you have a lease, you get to claim the lease payments.
Yeah.
If you are financing it to own it, then you get to take the interest that you paid on it for the year. Right. You get to take your license plate registration, your gas, your car washes, your tires, any maintenance repairs. It's a lot out here that people can take. Right now, if you have energy efficient appliances that you bought, you can get a credit for that. If you're getting solar panels, energy efficient windows, furnaces, water heaters, you can take a tax break for all of those things. W-2 workers, we no longer have all of the benefits that we used to have since Trump's tax laws kind of gutted that. But if you get by with a 1099 of any kind,
let's do it.
You need to do it, and it will.
All my money back.
Seriously.
And the car's a rental. She told me the whole thing's a write-off now.
It is the whole thing. The whole thing.
Maybe we going to Sizzler. I'm taking you to Sizzler, baby.
The whole thing. So, and outside of that, people don't know. Say you went and bought a car.
Okay.
You can claim the sales tax that you paid on the car. That has nothing to do with being a 1099 worker. That's just an organic credit. We get credit for sales tax that we pay on purchases. Big dollar.
Right.
Yes, we do. You can claim that, and you can claim your.
Get down, right?
Yes.
Get down.
Mortgage. Everybody should know that they could claim their mortgage interest, their points that they pay. You can also claim your property taxes. And a lot of people don't know, in the state of Illinois, you can get, if you pay tuition for your kids, you get credits for tuition. So if they go to private school, even if they go to public school, and you are purchasing high dollar items for your kids on your Illinois state, no, it's got to be related to school.
Education.
Your Illinois state reimburses you from kindergarten to 12th grade. You can get a credit. So if you out here have to have special uniforms like mamas and all that, you can get credit for that. You can get credit for if you got the 12th graders be having all those fees. No, because you don't got no kids.
Oh, God bless them.
So if you ain't got no kids. So if you got kids in high school that you have to pay fees for because your income doesn't allow them to get free stuff and get your fees waived, you can claim that on your Illinois state tax. A lot of people in the state of Wisconsin does not know, not only Wisconsin, but Massachusetts, California, you get credit for your rent. Like, they give you credit for paying your rent, and it has nothing to do with a business. It has absolutely nothing. There's a lot of credits. There's a lot of stuff out here.
They stealing money from me.
Yeah.
You did. We might have been PPP now.
No.
Because now she gonna run it all over. Wait, no.
We back.
PPP.
No, PPP.
No PPP. We got a business.
But you do. Like, you definitely.
This part.
And what people don't understand is,
we do that shit
if you have a business,
they can come forward and we change the name.
Yeah, we get that shit.
All our show.
And so what people don't know,
it's not the all-in show.
That's true.
This is my favorite show. This is a different show. I knew you do it.
And I try to tell people who own businesses who don't make money. I hear the worst misconception is, well, we didn't make no money, so we don't file taxes. But what you don't understand is, even if you don't, no, you can file all the money that you spent on your business. It will create a net operating loss. You can take that. If you went tax exempt on your W-2, that will create a net loss that will reduce that W-2 and will get you out of tax liability.
Shout out to learning. For all you folks who said reading was whack.
So yes, I try to tell people all the time, please, even if your business is not making money, still file the taxes, because you can carry forward that net operating loss for several years. Right. So say every year you didn't make any money on your business and you filed it, but you kept working. You can keep using that to offset your W-2 every year.
I've known you for a nice little time now.
Yeah.
This the most I ever seen you just go.
Yeah.
This her thing.
I love business.
I see. She said, look, shut up. I got it. Boom, boom, boom.
Yes. So it's a lot. It's a lot out here in these business streets. But you got to get your stuff in order. Bro. You got to get your stuff in order if you go. Yes, and do you not know if a lot of people don't know that if you have a baby in December, the baby can be born on December 31st. You can claim that baby for a whole year and get earned income credit, child tax credit, and the baby is.
I got time. Yeah. I ain't gonna make one. Practice. Come on, practice.
Valentine's Day coming up.
Practice.
Yeah. Valentine's coming.
Message.
Yes. If you have a baby or you lose a child, you can still claim that child for the whole year on your taxes and get credit. Or if you have a parent that died and they were your dependent, you can still claim those parents even though they were deceased. There's just a whole lot of stuff out here that people don't know that they can do with these taxes and get refunds, get money sent back to them.
Definitely. That's real. That's a whole lot.
Yeah.
That's real.
Where can these beautiful people who are listening, because they listening to you, they got quiet, they quit talking, they like, what she say? What she write it down? You ain't gotta write it down. You can come back on the page to the live. It's posted everywhere and watch it again. We don't take the lives down. So then you grab your pen and paper and do it at your own leisure.
Yeah.
That was a lot. I appreciate
it. Your own leisure.
Your own leisure. Where can you be reached? Where can the people find you if they want to come to you for tax information? They want you to do their taxes. They want you to get your people to do them because you above them and you overseeing, and you get what I'm asking.
So currently I have one location in McKinney, Texas, and that's at 2150 South Central Expressway, Suite 200 in McKinney. And I have this new location, which is 213 East Court Street, Suite 220. That's here in home, and I am actively working to secure a new location in Haines City, Florida, that I'm looking to do in another month.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that it is.
It's huge.
So my goal is to start just popping up tax franchises like H&R Block. So I'm in the process of working on that.
I love it.
But for hometown people here, from here to wherever, you can definitely come right here and meet me, or I do virtual appointments as well. You can also check out my website at www.fiercefinancialps.com. The phone number, the local or universal number is 972-439-2637.
Okay.
Yes.
And where can they find you on social media? Because our people are lazy.
Teresa Jones.
It's the truth.
And it's just my name.
Okay.
And then I have Fierce Financial Planning Services is the business page. And you can go on there, book under the service tab. You can get my messenger. I am very responsive. And that's it.
Okay. Well, because we've been going to a game, you just lit it up. I appreciate it. And I know you have commented on the games every time I talk to you.
I love the games.
Like them. So I had to find one for you, and I got as silly as I could.
Oh, boy.
But before we do that, the last comments we have, Tawana Rosenthal said, "Hey, everybody, how are y'all?"
Hey, Tawana.
Sean said, "More than broke Dusty. Going to Facebook jail is crazy."
Oh, yeah. That was me.
We in there.
And the lady London, shout out to my baby. She said, "You better learn you something." My baby, shout out to my baby.
Okay.
You don't get me beat up. I try to shout it in.
Right.
He like, oh, yeah, what? Say it again. Say it slower.
Shout out to none of
Spell it.
Bob, we had a baby Easter boy shaking ass.
Say Ryan so articulate to that point. All right. That's good.
Yes.
All right. So we playing Would You Rather.
Okay.
Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So for the audience, I want y'all to know, Bro Dusty never reads any of these.
Nah.
So usually the person on the show, so she did get to see him, right? He don't ever see none of them. So all of his responses, they genuine. He not
just
overplaying
as
this.
y'all.
Y'all want one crazy or y'all want to start easy?
Let's start easy.
Okay. So this one's just for you. Well, no, he could do this one because he probably would one.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather never be allowed to wear your head scarf to bed or never be allowed to use hair oil ever again?
I would rather not.
No
the hair
scarf.
scarf.
I don't wear that motherfucker no way.
I need the oil.
But I don't oil this shit either.
I do.
So I don't know. Either one.
You just
I just go to bed and just
crack epidemic. You just
bro. I just
dry and free.
Yeah, that's it.
Right. I'm making sure I keep mine oiled up.
No oil, no rag.
Hey.
Yeah, get somebody else to do
The
it.
curls don't look right usually if I'm oil.
Nah, see, that don't even look right.
Between y'all and God.
That's all I got.
All right. Would you rather go on vacation with someone you don't like or never go on a vacation longer than 1 day?
Wait, say
You
that
can
again.
go on vacation with somebody you don't like.
1 day.
Or you can never go on vacation longer than 1 day.
1 day.
No, I would just rather go with somebody I don't like because I can go where
Anytime.
I want to go.
Okay.
No.
I have been on vacation with somebody and left them and went on vacation without them.
Okay. I mean, it don't say they gotta have the whole vacation with him. He can't do it.
I know he
want
can't.
everything for him.
You gonna beat your ass on vacation? No, dog. We put 1 day vacation here. Take me to sunny South.
So you can't go nowhere. Where you gonna go?
Nowhere.
You can't drive nowhere.
Graceville.
So your whole
Man, go.
HP up.
I'll go to Hopkins.
Come on.
I'll slide to
Indianapolis.
Washington for a couple hours.
Yeah,
Fancy,
no,
huh?
that don't even sound right.
Sunny South.
I
Man,
couldn't do
look.
it.
I couldn't
It sound good. I
Sunny
couldn't do
South
it. He's
Holland,
serious too.
slide to Harvey. You know
No.
what I'm saying? Go right back down.
Yeah, no.
Bro, because as soon as you wake up, that's the day you got to go back.
You gotta go.
So you
Check
can't
out.
even you can't even go to
You can't do
Nashville
nothing.
because that's 8 hours.
Yeah.
That drive. So you got to
But
drive
and come right
8
back.
hours there.
You can drive. You start about
You
4
only get
4 in the morning.
Okay.
You get there about.
So you got to be back home by 4 in the morning the next day.
Right.
That's 24 hours.
That's impossible.
You gotta
That ain't impossible.
I ain't doing it.
Huh?
At least 8 p.m.
You gonna go drive the city and just drive back out, huh?
Yeah, you be there from noon to 8. Go to a Tennessee Titans game.
And that's
check out
that.
the Hard Rock Cafe.
No, you ain't got that much time. You go.
And don't.
Okay.
1 day.
I tried.
I'm not going no vacation with my enemy, brother. The vacation
It don't
gonna be
mean
over.
they gotta be an enemy.
Nah, G. Nah.
Hey, both y'all win. Y'all both win. You both win. You both win. Y'all cool. All right. Would you rather always have chapped lips and nothing ever heals it, or always have dry hands and nothing ever heals it?
Give me my hands, cause no.
For sure.
Yeah, I need
Because my lips chat right now and it's killing me.
man.
Sean G said a 1 day vacation is just a spinner night.
That's a spinner.
That ain't even a spinner night.
You can't. Not if you
That's not a
driving.
spinner night.
You gotta fly everywhere for sure.
That's not even a spinner night.
My boy Hoochie made me one of those spinner night bags.
That's funny.
That's not a spinner night though.
Which one? The lips dry or the hands dry?
Hands dry.
Yeah, because I'm with y'all on that one.
Especially in this winter, you need it, man.
Ooh, that's why I put it in. That's why I couldn't find it. I wrote the question.
Let's
All right, let's get rid of that. All right. This is going to be hard for him. It ain't, but it's going to annoy him. You ready? Would you rather live without music or never have sweets?
I would rather never have sweets.
That was easy for you, bro? That was easy for you?
Yeah.
Easy as hell.
I
I
thought
gotta
it was.
have my music, man.
Yeah.
I'm with
I
y'all,
love
because I'm
music.
straight. You get.
I don't need no
I
sweets.
love-
They don't consider fruit sweets. I'm straight.
That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah,
That's what I was just gonna
apples
say.
and pineapples
I need some
and-
fruit, bro.
Yeah, that's
I gotta
it.
fruit it up. 'Cause
Yeah.
I
Chop
need
me
my
up a
music.
banana and I'm straight.
I need my music, my boy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we on the same page. Sean G said, "Hey man, why ain't get to play this game?" We got
you next time, my boy.
Stephanie said, "Never have sweets."
Never have sweets. I need my
never.
Music.
I think I agree with y'all.
No
sure.
music. No, I can't do it.
Right. Me neither.
What we got? I know I got more than that. Y'all knocking them out faster than I thought y'all would.
You thought you was gonna get me.
Your mama said, "Son, let the head down." With a whole bunch of hearts.
I'm gonna leave it up just for.
All right, I got 2 more, and then I actually got 5 questions for an accountant.
Okay.
And then we're gonna do shout outs. Okay. These are silly ones. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather eat a bug or lick a slug?
What?
What? He wants to next question so bad, but you can't. Would you rather
I'm gonna have to lick that slug,
eat a bug or lick a slug?
Bro.
Lick a slug like that?
Lick that slug.
It's slimy too. It's been grinding on stuff.
I'm gonna have to lick that slug.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna have to eat the bug.
Which bug you gonna eat?
Think about little coochie and just lick that slug.
That's just that natural discharge.
That's that natural.
That y'all full of hell now.
That's that extra working out.
Mate, I don't know.
Stephanie said eat a bug. Stephanie, what bug you gonna eat? You don't know?
Bug is you.
Well,
if you eat a bug, you gotta name your bug.
It would have to be like one of them little bitty red fire ants.
Okay, fire ain't gonna bite you too.
That's okay, but it's so little that
right.
it just wouldn't.
They say it's protein. I don't know what you said,
but a slug ain't no way.
No pausing for me. I'm licking that slug.
That don't make sense to me. Because it's slimy.
London said eat a bug. This is one of her questions. London, what bug you eat?
They said cricket.
Stephanie said a cricket. Ooh, cricket. They say
no.
Cricket's fire when you put it over the fire.
What?
Other countries eat crickets regularly. For
no,
real, that's a delicacy.
That's just a lot going on.
You gonna eat a bug?
So it's got the wing and then the leg.
Yeah. Bug.
You ain't gonna lick that slug?
Cause if my woman know I ate that, lick that slug, she probably probably does. I probably does. London said a cricket, and Shimon said I'm gonna eat an ant.
Right, I'm gonna eat an ant too, cause it's so little.
Man, y'all scared of that coochie, man. Lick that slug.
Hell, I don't like coochie.
Lick that slug.
I don't even like coochie, so I don't know.
She said a candy cricket. She done took it fancy.
Your
mama said she gonna eat a ladybug.
A ladybug?
Yeah. I don't know.
No slugs.
Them ladybugs got a hard shell on it. It's gonna be crunchy.
I'm gonna eat a lightning bug.
You're gonna be glowing like a little light.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat a lightning bug. I'm gonna eat a lightning bug.
Already light. You're gonna be light up. Next question.
All right, this is the last. Would you rather?
Mm-hmm.
You ready?
Yeah.
Would you rather have to use shrimp flavored toothpaste or deodorant that smell like cheese?
Man,
give me that shrimp flavor.
Immediately.
Flavor toothpaste.
Cause what?
That Cajun.
Your mama said I like crunchy. Would you? Oh, you said it was crunchy. His mama said, my bad. His mama said I like country. Your girl said I like country.
I can't.
Would you rather have to use shrimp flavored toothpaste so you cleaning your mouth out and it tastes like morning breath?
That don't
now
make
it tastes
sense.
like shrimp and morning breath.
What is the other option?
Or deodorant that
smells
like cheese?
So you
smell like cheese.
That ain't right.
You ain't gonna be musty.
That's the only two choices.
All day. Nah, Jack.
Well, I think I just have to take the shrimp flavored toothpaste. God.
For 200, Alex.
Please.
So it don't say forever. So I'm probably gonna go with the cheese.
Nah, you gonna
then the next day, then the next day, I'm gonna tell them, oh man, I bought the wrong deal.
You gonna throw up.
You gonna get a video chat on show day.
Ugh.
Sean said, no, matter of fact, I'm cool on this game.
Oh, we got him just for you, player.
Gotta hit him with the get over here.
Man, that's tough.
My man said he gonna lick a slug.
I heard him.
And he confident. Look at his face.
I know.
Did say stop? Did say stop, my boy? I ain't eat no bugs, Jack. I lick that slug, though.
Bro, you can't eat a firefly?
Nah, man, I'm cool, bro.
Do you see the slug? It's like that.
You know how slimy that slug is?
I was about to say
the slimier the better.
You know what?
Yeah.
Yes. sick.
The slimier the better. Nobody want no dry slug. My slug wet. Fuck you mean?
Your mama said he is his daddy's son.
It got to be, cause ain't no way.
Oh my God.
Ain't no way.
She said you ain't get that from her side.
There's a slug out of here.
And just move it. You got to chase it. That thing ain't gonna even be still. It's gonna be moving.
If it's wet. If it's dry, you ain't gonna
You got the people engaged. I think it's time to ask these 5 questions.
Okay, what you got?
Simple answers if you can.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to go to shout outs. You've been amazing. We need to get a series going because you have a lot of knowledge. And the people want to hear it. They are
Don't nobody want no dry slug, bro.
So I got 5 questions. 5 questions. 5 questions to ask your tax advisor.
Mm-hmm.
How can you help me with my tax goals? This is you applying to somebody right now.
Mm-hmm. Tax planning. That's the best way that you'll ever meet your tax goals, is to know what you are making. The IRS has a really good tool on there, which is the tax estimator calculator. Mm-hmm. And it will let you know what should be coming out of your paycheck every pay period.
Really?
You do.
Okay.
And if you are self-employed, you can use the estimated tax payments where you pay 4 times a year and pay your taxes up. And then when you do your taxes, you get a refund every year.
Okay, I'm glad you told me that. Okay. Mm-hmm. If I choose you, what information will you need from me to file my taxes?
My client intake form, which has the letter of engagement saying that you want me to prepare your taxes, all of your tax documents, and that does include W-2s, 1099s, 1098s. If you are self-employed, bank statements, Excel sheets, that kind of stuff. You don't have any children, so that don't count. So no stuff for children. I would need you. No, don't bring them kids.
Bring them
No,
kids.
I don't need your kids. I don't need your kids, but I need their social. If I've never met you, birth certificates, proof. If you are head of household, I need a lease or a bill, because the IRS definitely asks for that kind of stuff in the event you are audited.
For head of household?
Because it gives you a credit.
Okay.
So, that, your ID, bank checking account information, because you're definitely going to get a refund. So, yeah.
So, what can I do? Let's say I'm in a bad situation and I come to you, right?
Mm-hmm. What you
so,
do, bro?
And I'm talking, what I do?
You took that PPP.
I started a business called Ryan Cut Hair sometimes on the side, but not at a shop, LLC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a I got $400 for the PPP. I ain't take the whole thing because I was
partial.
I was scared. Yeah. I was scared, and I told him I had an employee who just sweep, and he come in on Saturdays at midnight, and he gone in a couple minutes. So I, just $400.
A little something.
Help me, please. So what can I do differently? Don't pay attention to nothing I just said. What can I do differently if I'm in a bad tax situation? What can I do differently to get out of this?
I would suggest, if you are in a bad tax situation, that you need to adjust your W-4 so that it will take out extra taxes. So if there's a tax liability, you now can do your taxes. Let me pull that money back so I can help you pay that off. Depending on how old your debt is, you are able to file bankruptcy on IRS debt if it's at least 3 years old.
I'm filing. I ain't got none.
Yes. You can also get into what they call an offer in compromise. So I help a lot of people who get IRS tax debt letters, because I do IRS letters too.
Okay.
So you can, it's pretty much it's a book, and you go through and you put all your income, your assets, or don't, the lack thereof, and you can make an offer. So if you owe the IRS $20,000 and you be like, I ain't got nothing but $5,000, you can actually tell the IRS, I have $5,000. Do you want to settle this debt? Yes. And you can break it out into 4-5 payments. So when you apply, depending on your income, you may not even have to give a payment if you are on the income level where you're not required to, and you can negotiate with the IRS. A lot of people don't know that every time the IRS send you a letter, stop telling them, I owe this.
Right.
It's always somewhere a loophole. I have erased so much debt. It doesn't make sense.
I hope y'all go back and watch this. Yeah.
Yes. So
for sure.
It's a lot of ways to help you.
Exes?
Who?
Never mind.
Exes? Like women? Man.
Can I call the way she was talking? I had to ask. She like, Ryan, no, we need to go together. Who you talking to? Who are you? I settled with the IRS.
Okay. Yes.
Can I call you throughout the year for tax advice?
If you are my client, you get free access to me.
Okay.
I don't charge my clients for advice unless it's going to be like a long an hour or something like that. Mm-hmm. But yes, I am hands-on.
Okay.
Yes.
How will my side hustle affect my taxes?
Well, if you are on W-2 and your side hustle is like Uber, it doesn't matter what it is. Mm-hmm. If you are coming out of your pocket more than what you're making, regardless of where that shortage is coming from, it can actually help your W-2. So if you working and you did not get all your taxes taken out, mm-hmm. then that can it can create a negative operating loss, and then you can take that against your W-2. Okay. So if you had $42,000 and you should have took out $4,000 worth of taxes, but you only took out $1,000, you're $3,000 short. Right. So the side hustle, if you create a net operating loss with it, it's gonna now say, well, we know you at one point owed $3,000, but you in the hole with your business for $5,000, and now that $3,000 is gone. Right. And you don't owe it.
Yeah, after we write off all my stuff from my office and my check, my gas,
so it's a benefit.
My phone.
It is a benefit. Yeah.
Rent,
like your Apple subscription, like everything that you use in your car.
Apple.
Well, you ain't got Apple. What you got?
She rolled her eyes at me.
And did. So what is it? What do the Androids call it? What do y'all got?
What are you talking about? Y'all gotta pay extra just to have a phone? Samsung be like, here's your phone. We appreciate it.
But what's your music?
That's what you were supposed to say.
Okay, so tell me what your music. And that's free?
No, I pay for that.
Okay then, because we pay for Apple Music.
I pay for my mama's Spotify. I pay for Spotify now. I pay for my mama's Spotify.
Okay, so that's just like us paying for Apple.
I tried to pay for some more folks, but Spotify, if you're listening, my mama live at my house. We live together. It's a family plan.
Look. Yo, I'm not here talking crazy and you paying too.
Crazy.
But you just said you was paying for Apple. You didn't tell me.
Apple Music.
I got we get everything free. Why y'all playing? I got an illegal joint that's better than both of them. I'll tell you off the top. I'll tell you off the top.
Man.
It's actually time for shout-outs. Would you like to go first, or would you like for one of us?
Y'all can go first.
Man, shout out to the kids.
He did it.
Shout out to all the sports kids out here getting it in, from the little leagues to the high schools. It was a big game today. Kankakee and St. Anne played. Mm-hmm. Somebody else played too.
Who won?
Bradley. I think Kankakee won today. They beat St. Anne. Mm-hmm. Bradley beat the number one team in the state.
Yeah.
Whoa. So it's a lot of athletes out there. Yeah, they get for sure. So shout out to all the kids. Mm-hmm. Shout out to all the parents supporting the kids. Without the support, they wouldn't be doing all this as well.
That's true.
Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the city. We appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
That's all I got.
That was beautiful. You and me. Shout out to the homie Jeremy, my lady's brother. Today is his birthday. So we make sure we give him a shout out.
Happy birthday.
I owe him another shot. Shout out to, man, my brain just broke. Man, shout out to those people who have helped these homeless and helped these families who are in need through all of this cold weather.
Yes.
There's a lot of times that we take things for advantage because we are so blessed to have, and we look at others and we look down. Or sometimes we just don't think because it isn't part of our normal life. Mm-hmm. So with everything going on, people are being shut in their houses. This creates seasonal depression. So if you know anybody, any elderly or anybody you know who is not heavily attached to somebody, if you have some kindness in your heart, this is the perfect time to reach out and check on them as well. So shout out to those people. Again, a moment of silence for Josh.
Yes.
Because, man.
Rest up, man. Good dude,
yes,
man.
he was.
Man,
prayers for his family. Prayers for his lady.
For sure.
Prayers for everybody connected, you know.
Yes.
It's a grieving, hard time. And from the All In show, it is nothing but love from us. We just want to make sure we give condolences to the family and give condolences to his spirit as well.
For sure.
So with that, that's all I got.
All right. Shout out to all of the business owners out here. It's a hard grind out here, but don't stop.
Facts.
Shout out to my kids and my grannies. And I'm going to have a new granny in April. So I'm excited to see these grannies come. Yes. Okay. Shout out to the kids.
Babies.
Yes, it's hard out here for these kids. And parents, we need to stay on top of our game and speak positivity and show positive experiences to these kids. I have never seen so many broken kids like I see now. And we just need to do a little bit better with our babies. Shout out to Kankakee. I appreciate the love, y'all. Y'all been showing out. They've been bringing lunch. They've been stopping by. I definitely appreciate every one of you. I'm sewing into my city. I am also still pushing the applications for the scholarships. I'm giving out 4 $1,000 scholarships.
Do you have to go to school to get the scholarship?
You do. But you have to be...
I was about to sign up.
What over there?
Me. If I win, send this to Ryan.
The all-in show.
Yes. You can find.
Probably not. That's what I'm gonna write. Probably not.
That's crazy.
You can find the applications on my page, Teresa Jones.
Come on. Your mama said, Ryan, really?
Oh, how would you know that?
If she put it through, all you can do is try.
Man.
Those people with the PPP loans, all they did was try, right?
I don't know.
And they gonna get in trouble. The worst she was gonna say is, "What is wrong with him?" But throw it away.
So yes, I have 4 scholarships. One scholarship is for one student that is out in Pembroke Township.
Okay.
I have 2 scholarships one for business that is going to come through Fierce Financial Planning Services for a Kankakee High School student. And then there is a second scholarship that is coming through M&M Multimedia Group for a major of the arts. The 4th scholarship is for any kid that is in college in Kankakee County that does not have all of their college tuition paid in full. So if you have a financial hardship, I have $1,000 scholarship for that as well. The monies will be paid directly to the student. I'm not writing a check out to the schools because it's for these kids, so they can determine what they're going to do with it. I don't care. So go on my page. It's pinned up to my wall. The deadline for the applications, I believe, is April 30th. And I am in the process of trying to do a first annual award dinner for it. Yes.
So we can host it?
Yes. So the tickets are on Eventbrite.
Okay.
Can
you be sure to send us the link so we can add it to this live?
Yeah. Yes, I will do
and
that.
Your
scholarship,
and all of it.
Yes.
Send it all to us.
So I'm just trying to give back to my city.
Add it to the redo.
And so I appreciate y'all.
Yeah. No, we appreciate you. It was something I wanted to say. Oh, so I started my therapy sessions officially yesterday.
Good.
Went really well. Shout out to those who are getting help walking through mental health, mental trauma, anything that requires us to hear another voice to help us get through whatever's going on up there. It's not a bad thing. Just want to make sure I throw that out there. That's going to be my new thing.
That lady out,
I stressed her out. She was crying laughing.
Listen. I started mine over a year or so ago. Yeah. Yes. And it works.
It was just one day, and honestly, I talked to her about a couple things going on in her life, and she just was like, well, how'd you get there?
Yeah.
Let's figure that out. I'm like, what? I didn't even know.
No, sometimes you don't. And it takes that outside person sometime to kind of just put things into a different perspective.
You're right. And I want to say this. There are affordable ways out there. If you watch the show we did, I'm going to shout out Sean G first because he's the one who keeps writing on here. We did it with him, and we did it with my cousin. Curtis. I couldn't even get his name out. He's going to beat me up. Curtis Cox. Mm-hmm. On that episode, we were talking about it, and I was telling folks that it is affordable ways. Mm-hmm. So I want y'all to know that I make a decent amount of money. I ain't saying I'm rich, but I make a decent amount of money, and I was able to go online and find somebody who was able to help me do it. And I have a high deductible health plan, so initially what I've said before, most of the time for me to go to one visit, if I didn't join any type of network that was like $300 a month, it was $154 a visit. That was the cheapest I could find. Yeah. So now I'm easily under $50. So
see that?
It's
ways.
It's out there. You just got to go look for it. I couldn't believe I found it. Again, I want to shout out to London. She gave me the big push to go out there and find it. And and it's helping.
Yeah. It's helping?
Yeah.
That's what's up.
It really do work. Yeah. It does. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good stuff.
I'll talk to me.
No.
That's therapy.
Don't listen to me.
Please don't.
I'll talk to me for free.
Yeah, Sean G. It's $30 a session, bro. Yeah. I can tell you. So the normal therapists are between 30 and 70. But I am actually working with an intern who has a therapist over her. So the therapist reviews our videos after our session. So I pay $30 a session. So if you're looking for it, I'm not going to put it all out there because I don't want you to go away. Good. So if you're looking for it, bro, let me know. I'll send it to you. Inbox me.
I might fuck around and be a therapist, bro.
No.
Yeah. I think I could, bro. Yeah.
What you gonna do in the session?
Nothing, because it's Facebook jail. I mean, what could he do?
What you gonna tell him?
You going to Facebook
get your ass up.
Going to Facebook jail.
Cut the show.
Cut
the show. That's it. That was good. Yeah, we moving already. Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right. Walk.
Boy, please.
What up?